So, how does your company really see you? For decades, most organizations have been following the same old playbook. But what if that playbook is the very thing holding everyone back? Today, we're going to explore a huge shift in thinking, looking at a company not as a cold, hard machine, but as a living, breathing ecosystem.
Honestly, it all boils down to this one question. Are you just a replaceable part, a cog, just doing one isolated task? Or are you a vital piece of a dynamic, interconnected system? And trust me, this isn't just some philosophical question. The answer literally changes everything about how a company innovates, grows, and ultimately succeeds.
All right. To really get the new way of thinking, we first have to understand the old way. Let's call it the machine mindset.
So, in this traditional model, people are basically just resources, right? They're neatly filed away in different departments, stuck in their silos on the org chart. The problem with that? It completely ignores the magic, the synergy that happens in the connections between people. All that incredible potential, all that creativity, it just stays locked away, completely untapped.
And right here you can see the two mindsets laid out side by side. It's so clear. The machine view on the left, it's all about isolated resources in a rigid top-down hierarchy. But the ecosystem view on the right sees people as the absolute backbone of the whole organization, an interdependent system where collaboration is king. I mean, the difference is just night and day.
Okay, so if the machine is the old way, what's the new way? Well, it's all about seeing the organization as a living ecosystem. And the key that unlocks this whole perspective is something called systems thinking.
Systems thinking is a total game changer. Instead of just looking at the individual parts, you focus on the whole system and how it all works together. You realize that the interactions between people create forces that are way more powerful than any rigid hierarchy could ever be. You stop seeing a static machine and, you start seeing this living, breathing organism.
And the rewards for making this shift? They are huge. We're talking about a real, lasting competitive advantage. And why is that? Because you're finally unlocking the collective intelligence of your entire team. And that, naturally, leads to more innovation, more creativity, and a much deeper sense of commitment. The result is an organization that isn't just winning today, but is also agile and resilient enough to handle whatever the future throws at it.
Now, that all sounds great, right? But how do you actually do it? Well, it all starts with a very deliberate focus on unlocking the human potential that's already sitting right there in your organization through smart investments and genuine engagement. When we talk about investing in people, the returns go so far beyond just the numbers on a balance sheet. Yeah, there are financial benefits for sure, but the real payoff is something much deeper. You're building a more capable, more adaptable, and fundamentally more resilient organization from the inside out.
So, where should you focus that investment? Well, it really comes down to a few critical areas. You've got to have continuous learning to keep up with a changing world. You need emotional intelligence to build strong collaborative teams. And you absolutely need sharp, innovative problem-solving skills to tackle new challenges. This isn't just about annual training sessions. It's about equipping your entire organization for constant evolution.
I absolutely love this quote. Engagement isn't just another corporate buzzword or a box to check. It's a powerful multiplier. Think about that. When you stop seeing people as mechanical units and you start valuing them as whole human beings, with their own ideas, passions, and lives, their commitment and their contributions just go through the roof. And that kind of passionate commitment, it doesn't just happen by accident. It's built on a solid foundation of transparent communication, where people actually know what's going on. It absolutely requires psychological safety, so people feel safe enough to speak up, share wild ideas, and even fail. And it's all fueled by collaborative excellence, where teamwork isn't just encouraged, it's the default. All right, so beyond investing in individuals, you have to cultivate the environment itself. This is all about building that fertile ground where the ecosystem can really thrive, and you use culture and technology as your most important tools.
And let's be super clear here, culture is not about ping pong tables and free snacks. A deliberately crafted culture is one of the most powerful advantages any company can have. In today's market for talent, the right environment is what makes the best people want to join you, and even more importantly, what makes them want to stay.
A truly vibrant culture does way more than just feel good. It creates these immersive experiences that really spark innovation. It naturally encourages collaboration across different teams. And maybe most importantly, it gives everyone a shared sense of purpose. It becomes a magnet for people who want more than just a paycheck. They want to be part of a meaningful journey.
So what about technology's role in all this? In that old machine mindset, tech is often seen as a tool to replace people. But in an ecosystem, the view is the complete opposite. Technology's job is to amplify human potential. It's a tool to make us all better, smarter, and way more effective at what we do. The goal here is a true symbiotic partnership between people and tech. Think of powerful tools like AI not as a threat, but as a collaborator, something that can boost our own skills and free us up to do our best work. When humans and tech work together in this way, that's when truly unprecedented success becomes possible.
Okay, let's bring this all home. When you combine that deep investment in people with a vibrant culture and the right view of technology, what is the ultimate result? What's the end game?
This, right here, is the payoff. Employees are no longer just passive resources being managed from the top down. They become active architects, co-creating the future of the organization day in and day out. Their collective intelligence becomes the engine that drives the entire company forward.
And that really is the ultimate takeaway. In the end, the most powerful, the most sustainable competitive advantage any organization can possibly have isn't its technology, its products, or its brilliant strategy. It is the unlocked potential of its people.
So, we're going to end right back where we began. After everything we've talked about, I want you to think about your own workplace. Is it focused on building a rigid, predictable machine, or is it patiently, deliberately cultivating a thriving, adaptive ecosystem? The answer to that question won't just define your company's culture, it's going to determine its entire future.